Members of the University Teachers Association of Ghana have been on strike since January 10 to force the government to restore the conditions of service agreed in 2012. The 2012 conditions of service pegged the basic plus market premium of the lecturer at $2,084. However, the current arrangement has reduced the teachers' basic premiums to $997, a situation with which they have been displeased. The National Labour Commission dragged UTAG to court, but the two were asked to return to the negotiation table. Following a court injunction last week and a subsequent meeting with Parliament's Education Committee, the National Executive of UTAG agreed on Tuesday to suspend the 7-week-old strike for further engagement with the government on the grievances of its members. They had some concessions.
Members evaluated the entire strike action with the aim of reaping the full benefit of improving the conditions of service of its members. The NEC of UTAG also considered the impact of our industrial action on our students and appeals that came from student groups like NUCS, USAG, GRASAG, and also the general public, especially parents and respected eminent leaders, including former President J. Kufuor, Chancellor of University of Mines and Technology, Takwa, Sir Sam Jonah, Chancellor of the University of Cape Coast, and the National Security Minister who came in on behalf of the President, and also the Parliamentary Select Committee on Education. Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the meeting, the NEC of UTAG resolved to heed the pleas of the eminent leaders, the Parliamentary Select Committee on Education, and other stakeholders to temporarily suspend the strike action up to 4th March 2022 to engage with the employer.
The decision arrived at by the national executives of UTAG had terms and conditions.
For this, we call on the government to take advantage of this window to help improve the salary and general working conditions of the university teacher. We also call on the government to see to the implementation of the several agreements that have been signed in recent times. We call on all members of UTAG also to rally behind leadership and remain calm and resolute at this important phase of our history. In many forums, the employer has agreed with stakeholders that there is the need to improve the conditions of service of the university teachers. Thus, we are cautiously optimistic that the government will do the needful to improve the working conditions of the university teacher. We know that the government has not fulfilled its part of the bargain in many signed agreements in the recent past. However, the involvement of the Parliamentary Select Committee on Education and other eminent persons, we expect the government to carry through its promises this time round.
The leadership of the University of Education Winneba chapter of UTAG has voted against the National Executive Committee's decision to suspend its nationwide strike. The Vice President of UTAG UEW, Dr. Pascal Bodo, explained their decision to Citi News.
Once the announcement has been made this morning, the process of voting around the campuses, either to reject or accept, has been triggered. Earlier this morning, the UEW chapter had already taken their vote to reject the decision, and that is going to continue for the next 5 days.
UTAG has suspended the over a month-old strike, but not without conditions. I am Kojo Ajman reporting for Citi News.